Hi, powerful one. Welcome here to another edition of our channel. I am still Osaizua Anthony Elimihe, your host. I am in the business of helping you grow from inside out. Forgive me, I'm still panting. I just did some, push-up. I wanted to be able to give it a good shot today. So, yes. Somebody asked a question. So, are these things practicable? Wow. And I think because I know that they are practicable, it just has to do with how well you are willing to self-apply. Today, I am going to discuss the topic becoming. What have you become lately? Becoming. What have you become lately? It's a question. Good. So, I have told you that under the human identity system, under this segment, under the dimension of the mind where you have human identity, any human being can become anything. But you see what? To become, and the truth is, on a daily basis as we breathe, we are becoming something. That's why we are called human being. Being. Not human being, but human being. Being is past. Now, some of us, by virtue of the experiences that we have had in life, they could be traumatic, they could be pleasing. We have become human being. Human being. Human B-E-E-N. That is, we're living in the past. Some of us, by virtue of the same experiences we've had, beautiful, jolly experiences, we become human being also. Still B-E-E-N. Human wars, if you want to use that expression. Human wars. But you see, the power of any of us is in our staying in a process, being a process entity, okay? Not a manufactured entity, not a completed and packaged product, which is human being, but a process, a product in the process of becoming. That is where our power will stay. If somebody is responsible for your identity, then you have been framed, boxed, and sealed within that level. Have you heard the expression, think outside the box? They are trying to tell you that you should not function within the structure, the packaging that society and its agents have made you. In fact, if you cannot come out of the box, break the fucking box and come out. Because you are not a completed project. You are not a done thing. Not a done deal. You are a deal in the making. How do we become these things, really? Now, Dr. Bruce Lipton, in his epigenetic postulations, which have been confirmed anyway, they are not just hypothetical, they are scientific facts. A child from age 0 to 7 is open to formation, is open to construction. because the brainwave at that time is at the theta mode. You see what? This was a finding from the 90s. But far back 60 plus years ago, LRH, Lafayette Ron Hubbard, in his groundbreaking best-selling book, Dianetics, The Modern Science of Mental Health, said it, that from age 0 to 7, a child is open to creation because the child is absorbing everything in their environment. Good. Let me give you a story of a boy that I know intimately. Okay? He was, in business, trying to make things work, but he had something at the back of his mind that he couldn't tell anybody, that was just roiling in him, forming in him, determining his identity, really. And that thing was this: I don't get whatever I want. It was a statement, formed, sealed, signed, delivered. I don't always get whatever I want. And if I want anything really, I have to wait for my time. My time has not come. I'm yet to get there. I am going to get it. I have to wait. I don't get whatever I want. I wait to get it. My time has not come. My time will come. These were the foundational principles upon which he lived. Don't forget, we are still on the dynamic principles of existence. It is dynamic because it is subject to change. Yeah? Good. Now, he was trying to find a solution. Now, of course, in our country, tell him to come for prayers and deliverance and everything. But being a very stubborn person, he refused. He felt if God spoke to other people, so that same God should speak to him. He was praying in his own way. He was, going through some things. And because he had to make the right decision, and made a kind of affirmation, decided to say, okay, you know what? He was not asking questions of how did I get here? What? But he asked the right question. How can I get out? Because he and I read the same material. The question is always not to ask, how did I get here? Why am I suffering like this? Why are things not working for me? Those are not your questions. They are not creative questions. Oh, they are creative, but they are not positively creative questions. Because you're asking questions around your problems and you are validating your situation by such questions. The right question to ask is questions that take you out of the situation. How do I get out of this situation? How do I become better? Just look at those things that are not working. How do I get the things that I desire without having to wait? Okay? Now, somehow he got an epiphany. In fact, 2 in a row. The first one was when he was 4 years old. Mark it. When he was 4 years old, it was a festive period, like Christmas, whatever it was. He couldn't really pick whether it was Christmas or New Year. His mom cooked. His mother is a beautiful cook, like my mom too, yeah. Very beautiful cook. Made good stew and rice. But somehow, after cooking this thing, something took her away to a neighbor's place. She was having fun. They were all laughing and all that. This boy was hungry. So he went to the pot because he always saw his mom go there to take food and give him. So he went to the pot, opened it, dipped the ladle inside. As he was pulling it out, there was a huge chunk of meat. He was scared. He started crying. As he began to cry, he attracted the family. And they all came and started laughing at him. He felt embarrassed. The mother came in and was so disappointed because she is a disciplinarian. She doesn't want her child to be a thief. So he beat the hell out of him and told him, next time you wait, learn to wait. Okay? Now, a child of 4 sees the mother as the authority in all things. Learn to wait. That went. Okay, the second time, about that same age, maybe 4, 5. Now, this boy had come to fall in love with rice and stew. He loved it. But on this day, the mother cooked rice again without stew. Instead, she cooked melon soup, egusi soup. When he was expecting the food, it was melon soup that was put on the rice. He hated it. He felt so bad. A message clicked within him. You don't always get what you want. His cry was, why can't I get what I want? Because two things have solidified it. The first one, hunger, and he was not served the food. The food was there, but he didn't get it. And he was told, when he made the move to get it, wait. Learn to wait. That was it. Then this guy became a young boy, a preteen. Now, they always watch movies in the parlor, mostly those days. The sound of music was his favorite. On this day, they had agreed that they were going to watch a movie, but his friends were playing. They were playing table soccer, all of that. He wanted to watch Sound of Music. They said, okay, you go and watch the video. There, go watch. He left them to the video, excited. He got there, switched on everything, and slotted in the video. It wasn't playing. He tried everything possible. He didn't play. Something came to him. Why can't I get what I want? All right? Then he decided to wait for his friends. He allowed them to play their games. They came, and then they now watched video. The same video, the same buttons he touched, they all touched it, and it worked. He never found out why it didn't work for him, but it worked for his friends. Okay? Now, as time began to go on in life, he started having the same system of things not working for him. He just had this feeling that there's something magical stopping him from getting what he wants whenever he wants it. Okay, he had become what? A waiter. A waiter. One who has to wait for what? Others, not for himself. He couldn't do it himself. Now, when he worked for other people, in other people's businesses, he did very well. He was like a cornerstone of that business when he was working for people. But whenever he left, they had to employ 2, 3, 4. For those places, they employed 4 people to do his job when he left. When he started his own business, he discovered that he was a waiter still, expecting things to happen from outside. He couldn't get it. So when his business began to crumble and drop, he didn't have an answer. You get it? Now, people have come in our climb, came with, family members, witches, they were telling stories. But those things don't help you. What they do is that they latch you onto the energies of other people, and those people's energy begin to make way for you. You are not your person. You are bound. A human being is supposed to be interiorly self-motivated, not motivated by others. That's why I said to you that this channel is not about motivation. It's not about motivational speaking. It's about me, Osezwa Anthony Elimihe, giving you the tools, the strategy to become what you want to be. Not any other way. I gave you the track exercise yesterday. That sheet of paper with a yellow dot in the middle for you to focus and look at it. Do it. I don't know if you started it. If you've not started, start now. It will help you to focus. By focusing, your solutions will come. Okay? You will begin to be able to focus inside. When you're able to focus internally, you will get your solutions. Beware of being packaged. Beware of staying in your finality. You are not a final being. You are a process being. Even if you became the richest man in the world, or the strongest man in the world, the most beautiful person in the world, you are not complete. Because you are a being. There's no end to what you are going to be. There is no end to it. You are still going. You are a human being, être humain. Okay? So, That is that for today. I don't want to go too far today on your time, but the simple thing is, what have you become over these years? Most times you become what society has made you to be, and that makes you a being, not a being. I intend for you to be what you were designed to be originally. You are a being. Something in the process. Beliefs will tie you down to the past. Instead, because the mind cannot function without belief, create a belief system that is progressive. I am at the cellular level, at the subatomic level, at the tissue level, at the physical level, at the environmental level, a complete human being. That's who you are. Have a great day, powerful one. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Cheers.